The name of the channel is Bus Collection Florida. This is T-Joel from T-Joel's Model Buses and More. Episode number 62, and what we have here in front of you are Road Champs buses. 187 scale. This is from my collection, and we'll be going through them one by one. I've had most of these for quite a long time, back from the late 90s, early 2000s. You had to go store by store looking for them. And I found a place called Asheville Diecast that I don't think they're around anymore. And they sold me quite a few of the Miami Metrobus version. So this first one we got here is an Eagle 15 Gadabout Tours. Let's make the lighting a little better. These were most of the ones that were sold in this style were Greyhound, but now this is not Gadabout Tours. This is Sun Tours, and it's a nice little item. It says part of my collection. I have two of these, I believe. One on display, which is this one, and one of them is stored away somewhere. They go for about $20 to $25 on eBay. They are not that rare, or they're not that expensive either. There you go, Sun Tours. The manufacturer of the coaches were, well, this models here is Road Champs, but Silver Eagles. There's a good look at the side. Again, Sun Tours. It's a nice little item to have on display. That's my favorite part of the bus here, the rear end. Like Scotty Richard would say, the culo. And there you go, Sun Tours. Road Champs. 187 scale. Front and center. And we're going to have dust it up a little bit. The next one. Right here is rolling right in. This is what I was telling you about. The Greyhound, Silver Eagles, Eagle 15. Greyhound, when they took over part of the Trailway system, they picked up this Eagles, and they ran for a while. These Eagles were pretty good buses. I hear they're a little bit heavy. And this is their later versions of the Eagle. Also, Trailways had the Eagle 10s and Eagle 5s, I believe. Here's the rear end with the Greyhound scheme. Now these have dualies in the back. Let me check, but I believe the Sun Tours bus doesn't. They got singles. Let me take a quick look. Yes, it does. And Hillbillies on Tours is another version of the Eagle 15s that Road Champs made. They made them for mostly country music artists. I only kept one, and it's because I couldn't sell it. I had no buyers for it. And here we got the comparison between the Greyhound and Marty's bus. And I'm mistaking, that's the Sun Tours, just like Greyhound. It was the country music buses They only had the single rears. But I had one for, and I believe I still kept one, the Hank Williams Jr. bus. I did not try to sell that one. This one here, nobody will take it. I said maybe I'll customize it one day, and I may still do that. I may make it a Bee Gees bus. And here we got the Flexible series, the 187 scale Dart from Dallas, Texas. These are the Flex Metros. They're very popular here in South Florida. Both Miami, Broward, and Palm Beach Transit had them. I mean, they were very popular just about everywhere. I got to drive them when I was when I drove buses. I got to drive them before I was promoted to supervisor, and there were some of my favorites were the Flexibles, even the New Looks, and then the Metros. I got to drive quite a few of them. And here's a little bit more of a rare bus. It's the Las Vegas Cat edition. This came out after the original batch, the first original batch. And 187 scale with that pretty color scheme. I'm not sure if Cat ever operated these flexible coaches. Number of poses flexible without the E. This FLX IBLE. A lot of people nowadays have confused the Flexibles with the articulated coaches, the one that bend in the middle. And this, quite a few manufacturers make articulated buses. Flexible never made them. But Flexible's a brand that goes back into I believe the 1930s. They went bankrupt in 1995. Navy took over their facilities in Anniston, Alabama, and eventually Navy sold off or was taken over by New Flyer Industries. They manufacture buses now in Anniston, Alabama. Here's the CTA bus, Chicago Transit Authority. That's their color scheme. They were the Chicago buses actually had a few differences from the model. I believe they had a two-panel front door instead of the accordion type. But these Flexibles here, man, I drove the heck out of them. I loved them. Great buses. They had a nice steering to them, nice ride. Goes back to the Flex New Looks. I had a nice ride too. Here we got Houston, Harris County Metro with the dusty windows. Bus number 12, 34, 1234. Kind of simple livery, but very recognizable. Next, Chicago Transit. You already saw that one. It's a repeat. Here's AC Transit, Oakland, serving Oakland in the East Bay.
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
I wish I would make a model buses of the Van Hool's A330s in the Oakland colors. They were pretty. And here's of course, very recognizable also, SEPTA, Philadelphia, Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority. I believe that's what it stands for. Another very recognizable color scheme. There's the MARTA bus, Atlanta. I don't know. I think MARTA stands for Metropolitan Atlanta Regional Transit Authority, maybe. They were known, Atlanta's paint scheme, for a large number. Their fonts for the numbers are pretty large. Very pretty and simple livery. Let's bring on main event here. Metro Transit. Metro Dade Transit, Miami-Dade Transit. These here, I bought, like I said, a lot of them from Asheville Diecast. In North Carolina. Sold quite a few. Sold a couple on eBay for over $100. Believe it or not, these Miami-Dade buses were rare. I've seen some sell also for over 100 or close to 100. For a 187 scale coach, and this is 10 years ago. The blue and green horizontal scheme that came after the blue and green diagonal screen livery. Then they changed in about 95, 96. They changed to that awful. I didn't like it, although it looked good on some of the flexible coaches. It was aqua. Some people call it teal, but it was officially aqua, magenta, and like royal blue, almost purple. I always liked the blue and green. Eventually went back to blue and green. Now it's blue and green with a silver black background. So some of these buses I see them go on eBay for over $100 one time. 187 scale. I have about 7 or 8 of these. I remember I bought quite a few and resold them, especially on the job, and employees and all that. Very nice bus at the time. One of the best riding buses that I drove, at least. I was always a big Flexible fan. And last but not least, this is an unknown brand. We have a Greyhound bus here, and I was hoping you guys can tell me something about this. I didn't even know I had this bus. This Greyhound, made in China, has no information on it as far as who makes it at all. I don't know anything about this bus, but to tell you the truth, I don't even remember buying it. But there it is, nicely detailed. You can see by the fine print and everything, it's very nicely detailed. The accessible logo here has no destination sign. That's the front. Here's the other side. Here's the underneath. See, it has the tag axle, so that's nicely detailed. I don't know who makes it at all. Like I told you folks, I don't remember even getting it. But here it is. It's not as dusty because I keep it in the drawer. Seems like a quality bus. So that's it. I'll let you check this bus out, this unknown. This is it for this episode. If you guys like this, you're to a hobby, consider subscribing and leave a like. We'd love to hear from you. We're a small channel, we're a small group. It's not the world's most popular hobby, you have to admit. And so this video was all bus, and I'll see you on the next one.